Hello everyone, welcome you all for the today's topic DDoS attack prevention and detection. Last class we discussed intrusion detection prevention as well as detection, right? So it is a one type we are going to discuss here, how we can do DDoS attack prevention, right? So intruder or intrusion, so it can be prevented or detected, right? Generally we studied, but here we are discussing about one protocol called or one attack called DOS attack, denial of service. DDoS means distributed denial of service attack prevention and detection. So first in detail we study about prevention, then we'll go for detection. So how we can do DOS prevention? DDoS prevention is, the first one is preventive measures at the host, and the R we call it as victim, and one more is preventive measures inside the network. Means how to detect it is from intruder is any packet which is coming from the host or going to the host or from a network, how to identify whether intruder is attacked or not, right? So one possible way at the victim or host is handling SYN attacks. SYN attacks is to drop request. So in case of TCP, everyone aware we need to establish TCP connection, right? So it will takes place through three-way handshake mechanism. In that, the client will send a SYN packet. It is for TCP connection request, a request packet. So but this could result in collateral damage if a victim is unable to distinguish between this SYN packet is a part of attack or it is from a legitimate client, right? So that is a confusion. So how to avoid this confusion is, we can reduce this damage by checking the IP address, that is whether it is a genuine IP address or probably it is spoofed. So we studied spoofing or eavesdropping, right? An attacker in between is going to change, right? So that can be identified by verifying the genuine IP address. The almost certainly genuine address are those with normal connections were established and terminated in the first. So under rapidly increasing loads or packets with unfamiliar source addresses discarded with iProbe. That is one main thing or important thing how we can detect is, or how we can prevent is, by categorizing the IP address, whether it is from a familiar or unfamiliar source address. So you will be knowing, suppose from which server you are receiving the internet, what is the IP address, right? So if it is apart from that particular IP address, that is how we are going to prevent. Okay, the same thing is in detail given here. So how exactly we can see. Another strategy is, under high load conditions we can allocate full buffer about 300 bytes. So given TCP connection request only completion of three-way handshake. So what are the ways in which you can control is, so connection is still half open or minimal information about is stored in hash table called as SYN cache. Means, so if the connection is still not completed, those details are stored as an hash table, that is called as SYN cache. Cache, you know, right? A frequently accessing memory. So the information includes TCP sequence number, source, destination, address, port numbers, everything. So an alternative to SYN cache is SYN cookie. Means based on this source destination address, source destination port, cookie is computed. So which is to have this information. What is the information means? So it is going to store which are the half connected IP addresses or full connected IP address. By observing these IP addresses, we are going to control or prevent the spoofed IP addresses. That is an important thing. Okay, that is how we are going to use this cookie, and acknowledgement is also used, right? So we are going to verify whether that particular acknowledgement is matching for that particular IP address or not, right? So that is a preventive mechanism in case of host. Okay, so the second one is preventive measures inside the network. So how we are going to make the intruders out from the network is, so there are two protocols here. One is called as egress filtering. Egress filtering is, so we'll see how attack is possible or what is a solution with egress filtering. So DDoS attacks packets were spoofed with source IP addresses. Address spoofing is employed to confuse cyber sleuths. Means it is to confuse whether it is from the message or packets from a G9 source or from the spoofed sources, right? So what this egress router, which is a last router encountered in a network, whether it is going packets from network to outside or it is enters to the internet, so that last router is called as egress router, which is a key point in this egress filtering. So which is going to identify whether it is the packet is coming by checking their address, right? Because we'll be having, see here, this is what the scenario in that is implemented in this distributed router filtering. So we can do is, see, for example, for this particular points B, C, D, E, A, so the packets coming with IP addresses like 7 IP address is coming from to the host BC from these different nodes, like it is from this B, C, D, right? So if it is already accepted in any host, and it should not be accessed at any other nodes, it should be not acceptable because it may be spoofed IP addresses. So that is what the how egress filtering will do. Those are different interfaces from where we are going to receive, because it is a distributed filtering. So how it is filtering means, based on if it is already received from anyone, so we are not allowed to accept at other interfaces, that is through this BGP routing information. So that is one important thing how we can do prevention, that is routes checks whether packet has arrived. If it is acceptable interface based only on the packet source IP address, so then it is acceptable, else it is not acceptable. This is an important thing in prevention at the network through this egress filtering and the distributed route filtering. As the name says, it is filtering. We are filtering only the required packet, not all the packets. Clear? So it is a one very important question you are going to get. Explain DDoS detection and prevention, right? So you need to explain with diagrams. So then what is this DDoS detection? There we are using egress filtering and DRF, distributed route filtering, to prevent by checking their IP addresses. But now how to detect if it is there are spoofed packets are there or spoofed IP addresses are there, how we can detect, right? So we can detect here. One approach is through this SYN flood attack. So that is, for every request, TCP connection request, there will be a SYN packet, and for that SYN packet there will be a PIN packet, right? So that will be for TCP connection. So if there won't be any PIN, or it is repeatedly getting PIN packet, that indicate there may be a spoofed packet, right? For every SYN there should be only one PIN. If it is more, right? So or if it is again you are receiving, that indicate based on that IP address and port, you can say it is by a spoofed IP address. So that is what TCP connection establishment and terminate, SYN X, SYN Y, and acknowledgement. Similarly PIN P, PIN Q. So if it is see that the timeline is for every SYN matching PIN. So if it is more, that indicates that is there will be a fixed length observations for each SYN and PIN. If it is more, that indicate, or if it is again you are receiving, that indicate those are spoofed. How to verify is, we are taking the variables here is, we are going to construct an anomaly detection system with different algorithms. SI is a variable, stands for SYN packet arrival in the ith observation interval, and FI is of PIN packet arrival in the ith observation interval. So DI is a normalized difference between SYN and PIN packets in the ith observation interval. So which can be written as DI is equal to SI minus FI by FI, where we are taking tau as a threshold for detection. We are analyzing with different algorithms. So just see the condition. Algorithm 1 is to raise an alert if most recently computed detection DI exceeds the threshold. DI is the normalized difference. So if it exceeds a threshold, so that is we are generating a false alarm, right? So similarly the other algorithm called raise an alert if the smoothed average of the previous values of D exceeds the threshold. That is by checking this formula, SI is alpha DI plus 1 minus alpha into SI minus 1 for different condition. And algorithm 3 is define modified cumulative sum of previous values of D, raise an alert if this value exceeds. So by checking different conditions with this threshold, we are raising an alert that indicates we are detecting the DDoS attack. Okay, so one more small one is called as IP traceback. So through this IP address, how we are tracing is with two principal approach. One is packet marking and packet logging. These are very simple, like packet keep track of routers it has visited, right? Everyone are studied with this routing with different algorithm. So and you are maintained a shortest path through each router when the packet is traveling, right? So the similar way we are keep tracking the packet traveling which router it is visited, right? So that details is enough to see whether it is a router, means any attacker is there or not, right? Probabilistic packet marking is, so we are keep appending its 32-bit IP address for each packet it is forwarding. So by that we are going to check whether an attacker is or intruder is adding it or not, right? So that is packet marking. Similarly packet logging is same thing, like each router keep track of packet passing through, packet details it is maintaining. Combination we are going to use means it is an hybrid approach. Okay, so see here that is the way how we can going to keep track of this probabilistic packet marking is. So if a packet travels from V to A, it is upward upstream. So from A to B, each router is keep maintaining, right, packet marking from which router the packet is passed. Similarly, it can maintain the router fingerprint in its ID field of IP header. That is called as what is another one, that is packet logging. Packet logging is through fingerprint or message digest. We call it as hash function by calculating the hash function on each router, that is router fingerprint in ID. So which router it is visited, those details are maintained. So with the packet insertion and packet presence check, so through the algorithm called as a positive, false positive in Bloom filter. So here also it is filtering by the filtering called Bloom filter with false positive. If it is already happened again coming, that is called as false positive. So just go through the very important is this is IP traceback. You should know if they ask what is IP traceback. So else the important question is about this DDoS detection and prevention. Detection through, for every SYN there will be a FIN. Draw this diagram, TCP connection establishment and termination and this timeline with these three algorithm with a condition that is called as DDoS detection and prevention through this at the host, as well as at the host mainly through IP address, and at the network mainly through egress filtering and distributed route filtering. So with this diagram and you need to explain what is called as DDoS prevention. Okay, that is a very important question. Okay, thank you. This is a fourth chapter called intrusion detection and prevention of this module 4.